Hello YouTube, my name is Jacques. Welcome to my reaction video. We have the behind the scenes for Jacques Cousteau versus Steve Irwin ERB. If you haven't watched it yet, either the original or my reaction to that ERB, I'll link them down below. Really enjoyed them. Who I thought would win, did win. Not going to spoil it. I'm really looking forward to seeing behind the scenes. I love behind the scenes stuff. I like seeing the costumes, the wardrobe, the kind of the ideas that they have for these people in their heads. Also the lines that did or did not make it into the cut and why. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Oh, right quick, as you can see down the screen, patreon.com/ERB. Go there, support them if you can. Check it out.
And now, enjoy the video!
Enjoy all of it. Yes, yes it does.
Blue-eyed butthole.
Meow, meow.
I wonder if that's like too long.
Steve Irwin's always been a character on the radar, but it always felt like either too soon or too wrong. And just recently, it felt like this is the right time. I think it was a combination of the fact that his family's doing a new show, and it's not too soon anymore, if that makes any sense. We couldn't really find a pairing for Steve Irwin. Never really understood who to put him up against. But then I saw Jacques Cousteau in a suggestion, and I was like, yeah. That feels right. Jacques Cousteau's got a nice history. He's a conservationalist.
Hang on a minute!
Steve Irwin, the conservationist.
It's funny that they did that. When I was doing some research on these guys before I watched the ERB video, I kept saying conservationalist over and over and over again. And when I was saying it, it sounded right. But up here, it's like, is that right? So I looked it up, and it is conservationist, not conservationalist. Sorry. I'm saying sorry to myself, but I understand Nice Peter.
That'll be nice. They're two drastically different personalities.
I mean, come on. Like, animal guy and animal guy. Done.
Well, I think Jacques Cousteau was more like environment than animal.
Sharium, you were killed by a creature.
Yes!
Let kids touch in aquariums.
When it comes to the writing process, every battle is different.
That had to be like the
Cousteau
hardest
came
part.
right out. We had a bunch of good jokes. We
Writing
assembled
the
them.
death
It came
joke.
right out in like maybe like a night and a half.
I have a feeling Lloyd's going to say that Cousteau was really easy because he was only here for the one day when it all came together. There were multiple days where we were really grinding out Cousteau, and Lloyd wasn't here. So it wasn't easy, Lloyd. You just weren't there.
We definitely have to make fun of Steve Irwin's like khaki shorts and boots, you know,
Right,
like
and your khaki Daisy Dukes.
Khaki Daisy Dukes is great.
I think because Steve Irwin is like such a beloved
looks a lot
person
like
and
Steve
his
Irwin.
accent is a little bit challenging. That one took a lot of massaging.
Jacques Cousteau feels like the kind of guy that can make fun of you right to your face, whereas Steve Irwin, he's always so friendly that it made it hard to write good insults for him.
Shouts out to Rich, Chris, and Ramen writing some submissions on this here battle.
We did do a writer's room event on the Patreon Discord where we met up with some of the people who are patrons and they helped write some jokes, and one big one made it.
Jacques Custodian, straight from the Discord. I'm the gold medal rhymer on the podium, cleaning you up like a Jacques Custodian.
That was
a good
100%
line.
pure Patreon fam, so thanks homies.
Jacques Cousteau, into Spizzo, invented scuba captain the Calypso, Palme d'Or winning documenter of the ocean, ready to battle a desperate Swedish omen.
My accent work was through this dude I found on YouTube called 2 Minute Accents.
And they go through each vowel. A, O, U, I, Y, W, like sometimes this.
Sometimes when you have an accent, you're like, this doesn't sound right, and I don't know why. But now if I mess up the words, I'm like, oh yeah, because I said boy, and I didn't say boy. And like, I know how my shape of my mouth is supposed to go, and like how flat my tongue is supposed to be or something, and it's like a crazy amount of science for that.
Now I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
that does sound
pretend
pretty
for
crazy.
even 1 second.
I, at one time, tried to learn Gaelic. Very difficult. Took Spanish in high school. Not very good at it. Took French when I was young, just like a couple classes. Should have learned that. It's like wiping your ass with silk. Props if you know where that's from.
that I did a great French accent, because I didn't. But I did learn about the silent H thing, which I never would have done. They don't say here, they say ear. And that was really helpful. It helped like set a tone of Frenchness.
Next, the H sounds totally disappear, so you get appel, eight, and el.
With both accents, we never know whether to go for it and be willing to fail, or just not even try too hard, so it's like,
Go for it.
we didn't even try that hard.
Nope, go
Steve
for
Irwin,
it.
verse 1.
Go for it and
Holy
fail.
smokes, what a place to go. You'd need a submarine for a blow that low. You better run, you better take cover, because crikey, I'm going from Croc to Jacques Hunter.
This is a hairdresser in her natural habitat. Look at that. She's perfected the art of using tools.
I remember Brittany worked at Maker Studios in the props and costumes department.
I first started working with Brittany on the Superman Socks music video. She helped make the yellow smiley face head.
So we knew her for sure, and then she didn't start doing makeup for us until, I want to say, maybe season 5.
The clothes only do so much. Those makeup girls are where it's at. They make it.
So she works kind of in partnership with Ashlyn, who was our previous head makeup person. Now Ashlyn designs the looks. Brittany's with us on set. She gets along with everybody. We really like you, Brittany, and you're doing a great job.
I also could just go to Huntington Beach and fit in right there. Just
blend in,
Just be like, what up, man? What up, man?
Want some CBD oil, bro?
Hell yeah, bro. We got that new CBD oil gum, bro. Chill you right out, man. Look at my hand. Never shakes, bro.
I thought Steve Irwin looked fantastic. Like Lloyd, it was freaky.
The makeup process for Steve Irwin started with spray tan.
Brittany, do you have an air compressor with you everywhere you go?
No. Only when I think I'm gonna need it.
He does look a
Apparently
lot
I
like
look
Steve
good with
Irwin.
a tan. That's what everybody was saying all day. Lloyd, you should really tan more.
He also looked like, if I can say this, I think it's okay. He looked like super sexy.
We're getting thorough. I don't know if the camera's ever gonna go there.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And he looks good in a tan.
So, right now we're just like outlining a base of wrinkles.
It's amazing because they really look 3D. Like those lines are just paint. It's just paint. But from here,
The makeup process for Jacques Cousteau was actually pretty gentle, because I always had a hat on, so the wig didn't need to be perfect, didn't need to be all glued or whatever. So I didn't have to do a whole thing, which was great.
There's these stages, like, kind of while you're getting into costume that are pretty interesting. This is my look right now. I feel free. This is halfway out of a white t-shirt. It makes me look like I have boobs. Good stuff.
Right. This right here is called a stag spider. And what it does is, it invites a fly over to its apartment real late on the weekend, right? It ticks you up, and then when the fly comes over, it bites it. And then it doesn't call the fly back for 2 to 3 days, mate. Beauty. Oh, look out there. Look out there, buddy. Oh, isn't he beautiful? It's a little guy. Look at him. Oh, he bit me, mate.
Steve Irwin has a uniform, so that's all he ever wore, so that's really all we had to wear. A lot of khaki shorts, khakis here, khakis there, the wig, and then my eyebrows. Lightening my eyebrows a little bit too.
One of the notes that Pete gave me before it started was that the shorts needed to be so tight that you could see Lloyd's balls.
Holy smokes, what a place to go! You'd need a submarine for a blow that low.
The costume for Jacques Cousteau was this like silky smooth shirt. Man, that shirt was groovy.
I figured out that he wears these blue shirts and that they were this cotton fabric chambray that was made just after the Industrial Revolution, and it's like a durable but light cotton fabric.
And then I found this pair of pants at a thrift store. I saw these pants with a little tie, and I didn't even try them on. I just knew. I was like, those are the pants.
All of the reference photos that I had of Jacques Cousteau, didn't have glasses on. And Pete had brought some aviators, I think, for maybe like a boat scene or something like that. I had to pull the lenses out. One of them came out very easily. The other one I had to slice up with the Dremel and then pinch out with some tin snips.
Hey. The scuba gear Morgan made out of tubes and like hoses and stuff. I spent a whole day at a thrift store looking for things that might look like a scuba tank. And Morgan nailed it with a foam roller, man. One of those like exercise foam rollers, the black one. It's perfect.
It's a foam roller. They're just painted black. It used to have like all that red stuff on it.
Okay.
And then this is the top of like a maybe like a 1 quart squirt jug. I just cut the top off and glued it on there to give it some shape.
Wow. That's always a
visual
balance
effects
of,
people.
Like, how do we make this look as good as
Like
possible
modern day
without
MacGyvers.
spending $1 million?
I'm not talking about that shitty TV show that's on whatever
something
channel it's
that's
on
gonna be in
now.
there for 2 seconds.
I don't want to
but
say
also
shitty.
make it detailed and look nice. It's always the balance that I'm kind of.
Except I already said it.
I got the wetsuit at a thrift store too, which, in retrospect, maybe is not the most hygienic thing in the world. You don't want to go for used skin gear, I guess. Lloyd wanted me to borrow his wetsuit, and I asked him if he pees in it every time, and he said yes, and I said, well, then no. But then I went ahead and bought some stranger's used wetsuit that I'm sure they peed in every time.
Probably
But
every
what are you
time.
going to do? You got to suffer for your art. You got to sit and pee sometimes. Old pee. Old pee.
Old P. Now, I would rather, in that case, have just sat in somebody I knew's pee. You know, I mean, you can wash it. I'm sure you can sanitize it well enough. But knowing that it's been there, that's the issue.
I wanted to do a shot of Jacques Cousteau kind of swimming. So we have to simulate it on the green screen. So what do we need to do? So we need to elevate Jacques Cousteau's body to where it looks like he's swimming. So then we have to have a table that can hold him, or apple boxes that can hold him steadily and comfortably.
The bush league kangaroo holds it deep. I'm crocodile done with you.
That kind of spider.
It's kind of dumb, but I love it.
We have always known that it's a nicer reaction, more real, more present, more immediate when we can actually put each other face to face.
Talk about sons, better watch what you say now. You almost turned yours into outback mistake.
And because the costumes didn't take too long to put on, we were able to keep me in costume, and then when he came out as Cousteau, we did the shots that we needed to do together.
Really early in the writing process, we wanted to have a moment where Steve Irwin is like examining Cousteau like he's a snake or a crocodile or something.
Right. Just like I said in my reaction video, check out South Park's episode. I don't remember which one it is. If you type in like Cartman Steve Irwin or Cartman Crocodile Hunter, you'll find it. I don't want to spoil anything, but I just keep waiting for something to happen. As soon as he, it goes, Crocky, look at it. Like, I'm waiting for something to happen. Check that out. Then you'll know what I'm talking about. And then you can laugh with me then.
And walking around him. But then when we started filming it, we had him get closer and closer to the camera and then walk back and walk around me. When we are able to get everyone on set together, you really do get some magic little moments happening.
Regarding drinks on the prop table, I also think people think it's kind of funny. In the last video, somebody opened a drink seemingly on purpose. There's going to be a day when something gets spilled on that's going to delay the day or cost us money. And I feel like I'm going to want to say, I told you so. And maybe I'll gloat about it, but at the same time I'll be annoyed because, all right, forget it. I don't want to get into it. It just gets me annoyed.
This is Morgan's work area. So one prop, some tissues from when he was crying, 2 LaCroix, a fan that was for talent, sign that says no drinks, covered by, looks like sunblock.
It's fine. Me and Atul have differing opinions on how to conduct oneself in a business art setting.
So we met at a Starbucks. Why? A Starbucks close to his house. I want to make this process easier. All right, I want to make this process easier. So I drove out there towards his place. He rode his bike there. So somebody was closer, somebody was further. Not the point, but it's the point.
And he had his little printouts of my credit card receipts. From this one to this one is all for this battle. From this one to this one is all this battle. And then we just chit-chatted for a while. Because, deep down, I really like Atul.
What did you bring for us today, Morgan?
All right. That was the behind the scenes Jacques Cousteau and Steve Irwin. Very interesting stuff. I was kind of hoping for, they had did some of the lyrical stuff where I like hearing like multiple takes going on, figuring out, they took a piece of this and a piece of that, put it together, they could left that completely out. But very interesting, very entertaining stuff behind the scenes. I hope you were as entertained as I was. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you next time.